price range. Because if you're not inclined to fix that at all,
did you try to bargain with them?
Like I told Scott. Yeah, of course. I mean, Scott will give the customer.
It's really weird why someone would go down there.
Yeah.
Have you tear it apart?
Right. Yeah. See, and
it could be that they knew they weren't.
Maybe it was your competition.
Like I hoping for something really. Like I told Scott. Like
Amco's using you for free diagnosis now.
Right. The Hail Mary. They will get miracle.
Doing the Hail Mary.
And actually, Scott does things for customers that they didn't know. I know. We don't mind.
You don't mind the transmission and that $5 part.
We found a piece of wood in it.
Oh my God.
Oh
yeah, she came down. Oh my God, she can't say enough about you. She tells all her clients.
Do you have any? Oh, great.
She's got a lot of people. You know,
stuck with?
You're turning the corner. You're starting on your way back.
Yeah, I do. Just gotta get careful on all the bills. Can't give
or pickup trucks.
So many of them have to have light. I mean, there's a big problem.
Whereas we have a few available features. Like
we actually are in the title process with a few of them.
That's right.
But it's we have service we use.
We have an issue.
Exactly what vehicles are. I get you. It's just a whole new system they enacted.
I felt like
So it's really, they do a lot more scanning. As you can say, the state gave some of the work to the county, you know, like the county can't print a title. The county cannot print a title. So the state just print the title once the county finishes the paperwork, but the paperwork needs to be.
She told me she was going to sign the contract.
So you go to your county, if you're on they scan everything in, send it to the state, wait for the state to approve it. But you should do that in the process. You get a letter, then you go back to the, you should do full compliance for the title. 3 months. I mean,
You're stuck with Cowboys getting over the
that's what it's in the process. But the new,
I guess what we could do, if you knew something was going to go through, we could lose it.
well, I don't know.
It's out of the way.
You don't know. That's not right. They don't take care of the pay. $77 off. 720-526-3939. Or fix
But
my
it's like
home.
I said, some motor vehicle, they were sure what to do with my approval letter from the state to get to the next
Honestly, it's so bad, I wonder if it's working. No, it's not, because it's so bad. It's that nice. I don't care what anybody says.
All the contracts
The best way is.
but see, you want something that's a little like study note.
Oh, you don't. When it comes time, you want to do it.
Right.
You don't even know the word. If you didn't know who did it, you would never even acknowledge it.
Hey, Marty, so thank you. Yeah, just tell Tom, thank you guys for coordinating the times on the radio. Thank you.
For what?
The way what we're doing for it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Man, they took a baseball bat to his head.
Oh, my God.
How many calls did you get off? I don't want to say the one, but the FM. How many calls did you get? How much did you spend that 1 month?
35, or really put me in the hole. I'm really put me in the hole.
I haven't brought out my baseball bat yet. I do that in January. We deal with that so often, man, it's crazy. Because what happens is, they kind of tell you in so many ways. Because you spend $4,000 one place, if you spend it somewhere else, you should expect exactly what you do in that one place, which is bullshit.
Well, what I told Scott was KDPI, no way. That's not going to happen. I'm telling you, Scott. Okay, but we'll try it. 2 months, Scott. That's it.
To get what you get here on there, you'd probably have to spend $25,000 a month. Wouldn't make any fucking sense. Ridiculous.
You got accused of having a hollow leg.
I got a what now?
Accused of having a hollow leg. That you can eat anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that's called a hollow leg.
But that's
Because it goes down.
That used to be what you call a guy at a bar who could sit there and drink. Is the troubleshooter show.
We were, you never. There's no food out there.
I love.
Feeling down, and I do appreciate Martino, your troubleshooter. I'm a consumer advocate here for 40 years, fighting for you, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. You know, if you're tuning in for the first time because somebody said, hey, call Tom Martino, he'll help, I'm glad. But now listen every now and then. It'll prevent problems. So we really try to help. Trust me, you may think I'm asking questions as the adversary, but it's only to get information to help you any way we can. 303-713-TALK, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on our iHeartRadio app, downloads on iTunes and elsewhere. Referralist.com is our main site and has our streaming on it. And, you know, here's the deal. The longest-running radio show with the same host currently on the air, and we've recovered literally hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services both recovered and provided. And I thank you very, 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 very much for trusting us. We had a conversation yesterday that was troubling. Kathy had Ken Carroll Painting and Remodeling come out, and they do painting, but somebody said, hey, they can do siding. Kathy, you hired them to do siding. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's James Hardy Siding. You were upset because some of the seams were lined up and they should be staggered. You were upset because some of the seams were wide. You were upset because some of the nails went through the surface and pierced the protective coating. And you were upset because you had no blind nailing but all open nailing. Now, this place came on and said they stand by their work. In fact, the guy at Ken Carroll Painting and Remodeling went so far as to say that this is his work, and he's proud of it. In other words, he'll stand by it, and I said, okay, now it can go either way. If our experts say it's a great job, fine. If they say it's not, you know, we're going to report that too. And we gave him every chance to talk about this. He said he went back and fixed all the deficiencies. Here's the bottom line. Is it a good job or not? That's it. Is it a good job or not? Does it have to be redone, or does it require just minor touch-up and repair? Well, we're going to find out. And here's the deal. We have an expert from K&H Home Solutions that went out there to look, and we'll figure out what the job is all about. First and foremost, I want to ask John a very simple question. John Convey is with K&H Home Solutions. And I'm asking this simply because it was brought up in the very beginning. Blind nailing. And that's really where you nail the shingle and then put one over the top of where you nailed it on the top, and it's an overlap, and you don't see the nails. Kathy says that blind nailing is required. And the guy that from Ken Carroll, I forget his name, Ken Carroll Painting and Remodeling said, no, it's not required. In fact, James Hardy says it's approved either way. So I want to get to that first, John. John, James Hardy Siding, their recommendations, is it for blind nailing or not, or either?
Hello, Tom. Yes, this is John. You can blind nail or you can face nail. The K&H method is blind nail. That's the industry standard, is blind nail.
But it's not required by...
Correct. It's not required.
Okay. Why wouldn't someone blind nail? I mean, it's so much more attractive.
Correct. The only time you don't blind nail is when you have a lap size that's over 9 inches because of the wind. It could lift it off of there, so you can do a face nail, but you have to face nail properly and set the nail right. But in this case, your lap size, it actually fluctuates from 4 3/4 to 6 inch. That's one of the problems. So
wait. So you're talking about the job now, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's go first and foremost. Are the seams staggered or lined up?
They're lined up in most cases. There are some that are staggered, though.
Okay, so mostly they're lined up.
Correct.
Well, would you accept that if it was your home?
No, I would not.
Wow. Okay. What else?
Other things I noticed, they ripped the primed Hardy siding. Your lap size should stay the same across the wall.
What do you mean ripped? What do you mean ripped?
They got a full piece. Say it's 8 3/4 you know, the length of the lap, and they cut it down to 4 3/4.
Why?
Some of it 5 inch.
Why?
They were